Alright. Um, this will make episode 3. Oh, man. Alright. Dude, I don't feel good watching all these, like, YouTube videos of, like, okay. So I was just watching Miles Teller trailer movie things, right? I love him. He's a great actor. He's always in traumatic movies. And for some reason, if there's the possibility for a car accident, it happens. Don't know why. You know, only heaven knows why. Something like that. And boy, oh boy, okay, man. I was watching the trailer for a movie he's in. I'll look it up right now. It's called "Thank You for Your Service." All right. This trailer for a movie that's about thanking soldiers who, went through traumatic experiences for their service. Okay. I find it really insulting that everything has to get political. Alright. Now I understand that that honestly it's just like one of the dumbest wars. The war in the Middle East, Iraq, it was all a mistake from Bush back in the old days, or even further back but damn, dude. Alright, I won't get into the history of it, but TLDR, it happened because we thought it'd be funny to make Russia's life hard the same way they made the Vietnam War hard on us. We made the Iraq War hard on them. And guess what? Oh, it came back to bite us in the ass. Okay, that's the TLDR. And this movie, I saw the trailer personally, and I have a soft spot for inspirational trailers. Okay. I like inspirational movies. I think they're very fun to watch and have a very human aspect to them that I can respect. But damn, oh my god, dude. Damn if I can't hate on the comments. All of them. They were all so toxic. They made everything political, okay? That's not to say there's nothing political about this movie, but it's like, do you have to? This is a movie about respecting the traumatic experiences that people go through to try and keep their country safe, or even just to make a living. Like, some people just have to get into the military to be able to even afford the things they want to make a life that they can call their own. So I'm never gonna go into one of these movies and be like, oh, I can't watch this, all the political, and all the political signs scattered throughout the place. I mean, it's a war. There's always politics behind it, but you can't even give a single second of your time to respect the soldiers. Oh, it just bothers me, personally. But I won't keep going on about this. Because that's about all there is. It's really bothering though, because there are people so dense about that. So pigeonholed in on that idea. Hopefully, it's not always like this, I want to make it to the days where, cybernetics and solar energy is our norms, That's honestly the dream for me. When I can replace my legs to be like robotic and just be able to run around and stuff. Also, I don't know if we can perfect this boss. This is a difficult boss in my opinion. Well, we did got a good weapon, so it's possible. At least more likely than if we were to use the basic weapon. That weapon is garbage. Absolute trash. That is the worst aspect of this character. Now, as you saw with the brown chest, it failed. I tried using my lockpick, got a little X on it. All that means is it's locked. Ooh. We did it easy. If you ever get tired watching this game, just tell me. I mean, even I get tired playing this game a bit. It's kind of like rinse and repeat, You do the exact same fight. Well, not the exact same fight, but you get the idea. The formula is the same. Floor 1, 2 keys. No. Floor 2, possibly the special floor. If that's typical, you know. You get the armor crest if possible. You go down to the other special floor after floor 2. Don't take damage on the boss. It's pretty simple formula. Rinse and repeat. That's sort of what makes it a great game. You can just repeat the same thing over and over. And it's the little things that change that make it particularly fun, you know. This time I got this boss weapon instead of, you know, the other one. It's those things that make it interesting. Also, I accidentally fired my gun. Forget about it. Oh, I do want the bomb. It reveals secret rooms. So it's a nice little thing to have instead of using blanks. But yeah, dude. I find it really, you know, bothersome how dense and inconsiderate people can be sometimes. And I'm not even saying that's something that everybody is. I'm just saying it's like, I feel like it's becoming more common and it's kind of depressing. I just feel like negativity is becoming bigger. You know? I feel like as money becomes more of the focus of a lot of people's life, the negativity that comes along with it, it's like, you can't really ignore it. It's just kind of hard to find a positive stance to take on a lot of what happens in the world. It's not too surprising. Ooh, I don't want to. I don't want to keep talking about this. I don't like making my video like so, you know, I guess philosophical. Or I guess I like to address some issues because I think it's necessary. You can't go your whole life ignoring problems, or else by the end of it you'll accumulate too much, right? Okay, whoops. But you also can't go your whole life. See, that time it worked. Haha. You can't go your whole life exactly acknowledging every issue. Because if you were to acknowledge every issue, you'd be overloading your life. Trying to solve everything at once is too much. Trying to solve too little at once will mean that you will have too much. So striking a balance is what's difficult. Especially when there are a lot of more things that work against you. You know, the need for, the need to excel in school, the need to get an education. There's like the list goes on and on. It's just never ending. Schools will constantly be, you know, berating you with this idea that, oh, you should take an AP class. And it's really not necessary, to be honest. I find a lot of the people I respect the most are pretty, you know, considered basic by most people. But I think they have the best understanding of others, you know, and the best grasp of like having a good mentality. And it really helps to have that attitude around you, because it honestly builds you up. I would never be in the place I would be mentally if I did not have friends. Honestly, my family, I might have said it before, Dad is very dense. He doesn't show very much emotion. I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I'm kind of like that. I don't hold it against him at all. I don't hold it against anyone else. But it's just how I am at this point. And I try to make the best of it. And at a certain point in my life, I thought I'd be like that forever. Just like an emotionless husk. You know, just getting by every day, being like pretty much an edgelord, to be honest. But I met people who really brought out the things I didn't know I had in me. Not in a weird way, but in like the positive way. I don't think I'd even be here talking on this. Like, I don't think I'd have the sack, so to speak, to bring myself onto YouTube at all, or even talk this openly. Like, even some of the friends who inspired me and brought me up like that, they don't even have the guts to go on YouTube. But it's like, It's for different reasons. Everybody has their own issues when it comes to socializing. But I feel like I've gone through that type of deal pretty well. Get out of here, slime boy. Alright, look. Okay, jumping back into the game for a bit. These slime boys, they're the worst. The ones who spin around, they do like a little break dance. I don't like them. They're a menace. On the floor, on the dance floor, they be a menace. They're like that guy who was like, oh, your girl, and the girl, and the guy your girl is looking at her. These guys are a menace too. Okay, thanks. You know what? Homing bullets. I forgot. Wasn't paying attention. Oh, there are two of them. Why am I not surprised? See, this is this is what happens when your mind is in a different place. Okay. Here you'll be able to see the bomb. Boop. Simple. It is a green chest. Might open that. Definitely better than opening a brown chest. By no means do I wanna make this situation smooth. And to be honest, I feel like a lot of people have trouble striking that balance in their life. Positivity and negativity. Like I'll be honest, okay. When I'm not on the camera, alright, or I'm not with friends, I'll ring. Alright, so like when I'm not on this camera, I'm not with friends, there's no prying eyes, you know, I'm all alone, just me and my family. I feel like I inherit a lot of what I don't like about my family. And that's not to say I don't like my family at all, it's just that what I get from them, I feel like, is all the anger that comes with doing things wrong or just being angry. And my family has some anger issues. I'm not saying I don't like my family, but I'm saying like it's all those issues, man. You know, I something small, something that was caused by me, I can't help but feel anger towards that, you know, where it's like my own skills are the at fault. And I feel like a lot of my family has that. Like my brother, for certain, just had some of the worst issues with his anger, and so does my younger brother, which I try to tell him to keep it under control, but it's easier to say and harder to do, you know, easier said than done. So I can understand, but it's all a process to become a better person than you already are. And that's really all you can hope to do in life sometimes. You know, that's what I've been doing, and I've been feeling a lot better about all the things I do. You know, a lot of the predicaments I go through, I take them with maybe a grain of salt, but I don't let it get to me. Also, this is one of my favorite guns, along with being one of the cool aesthetically. I think it's just a shark swimming. I think it's cute. I want to imagine that the shark is like one of that one meme where it's a little shark boy underwater, just dancing his way to the boss and giving them a little bite. I like that idea. Go, little shark boy. You can do it. You can win. Alright. I want to stop being serious now. Alright, back to casual, man. Back to typical Miguel. Typical me being like, I talk about the game and I chill out. I don't really go into serious stuff, okay? I'm sure you're not here to get politics from an 18-year-old who hardly knows what they're talking about, right? By the way, if you're watching this and you're like, ooh, what age is that? I can't even think of it. If you're in the age of like if you're in the age where you're just like extremely old, like you lived through the Cold War and you were watching this, first off, thank you. Oh my god, I missed. You made all this possible. I can't imagine being alive during that time. I thought about this a lot, okay? You know, those people who were alive during the Cold War and lived afraid of their neighbors, dude, that's freaking crazy. I would be the guy who just like, who ignores that, right? Just like, oh, done. Who ignores that type of ordeal, I guess, of like, who's your enemy and who's your friend. And then that's also what would lead me to be the guy who's most likely to die first, funny enough, right? I'd be the guy who stays indoor all the time, because I'm like, better safe than sorry. But then you'd be like, yo, I heard that Mexican over there is always in this hole. Who knows what he's doing? And then when they interrogate me, I'd be like, I was making my quesadillas, or something like that. Also, you know what, guys? I forgot the shield. Shorter run than usual. Be glad for that, I guess. if you have trouble watching the whole thing, you know, can't blame you. They're pretty long videos. But I'd be either first to go, or I'd already be dead. Okay. But like, you know, the preface where they're like, careful, lock your doors. I'd be the first one, the guy to go. They'd be like, this guy's suspicious. Get him. That's me. I mean, unfortunately or fortunately, whatever you may think, I don't have the sack to accuse people, just to avoid my own accusation. You know, I don't like scapegoats. I think it's cheap. But I feel a deep amount of respect for those of you who lived through it, because I think that was a difficult time, if not one of the worst times, especially with the turmoil of nuclear bombs. Dude, let's be honest, nuclear bombs are scary shit. I can't even talk about it jokingly all the time. I can talk about Hitler jokingly, but I won't, because that's offensive, and I'm on YouTube, and the idea of offending people has been growing a lot in disfavor, even as a joke. You know, I can't. Yeah, you know, I always thought about doing one of those. Like, I want to visit an elderly home because I know I want to hear some of those stories. I want to walk in someday and I want to talk to like grandma over in the corner, and for some reason I want her to have a story about meeting Freddie Mercury or something. I think that'd be really cool. And the idea of that to me is just really amusing. We're talking about like, maybe she'll tell me about like how he was the most attractive guy he'd ever seen, or be like, he wasn't the most attractive, but his music got me all hot. I just want grandma in whatever home I ever visit to like give me some funny story, or give me some like relatable story, you know. Even their perspective on today's, you know, media might be interesting, because you don't know how they think, right? It's like they could be thinking from an entirely different perspective, and I guess that's what makes it kind of interesting to hear anyone's perspective, to be honest. Like even hearing from my fellow dudes, fellow teenagers would be nice, you know? But I don't often, you know. I'm sort of antisocial, but it's more like I like staying in my circle whenever possible. Oh, gold boy, always open. I love these. Okay, so hungry bullets, one of the most interesting new items. You use them, and when they're purple, when you're shooting, they will eat bullets. It's so cool. That it's pretty much just saving you the trouble of getting hit sometimes. Pretty amusing stuff. Easily one of the better items. Easily one of the worst items in the game, in my opinion. This shotgun, very low range and very meh damage. Doesn't really have anything going for it, to be honest. The shark's in this comfort zone. This is your arena, my boy. They should give you boosted damage in this arena. That'd be a fun little thing. See, that shark just ate some bullets. He was hungry. And yes, it's a reference to Hungry Hungry Hippos. And the shark tank is a reference to Jaws. If you were not aware. I'm not sure if this will go up. If I finish this video, for sure, it's going up tomorrow. Tomorrow being the day after the second episode. But definitely, I don't think this will be one of the shorter ones. Because we're still doing the rant. Of course I could skip the rant. If any of you want me to skip this rant, it's all. Honestly, it's the people's channel, to be honest. So it's all up to the audience, whatever there is of it. Also, no, I'm not gonna forget the kid. But you thought I would. Got you there. And on last episode, I was teetering around with some voices. I don't do many voices, but I'd like to think that the voices I do are pretty okay. You know, like Mickey, I think is one of my better voices. I do a Russian accent sometimes, which I enjoy. You know, it's always fun. Oh, especially when I get older, I want to be able to drink vodka and just pull that one out. Be extremely stereotypical, just so that one day a Russian guy can walk in and either laugh at me or punch me. It's really a simple decision, really. I'd punch me. I would punch me. No, it's not because I'm a masochist. On the best of days, I'm an optimist. On the worst of days, I'm a masochist. Do you find that weird at all? Because I don't. Also, challenge mode sucks, to be honest. But this was one of the easiest rooms because TNT guys are fun. Extra life. That's cool. Sustenance for days. We need the ballot, but we also need a key. Alright, we'll buy a key, we'll buy a ballot, and we'll feel good about ourselves. So ballot is an interesting item. It's basically a 3 coolness upgrade. Because voting is cool, according to the developers. So, this item's cool. Isn't that cool? Yes, that item is very good. Coolness is a great stat in this game. So we will continue. We will continue. I think one of the most difficult things for a lot of people is like getting anything out there. I am awful at social speaking. There's anything I can attribute AP classes to is to getting me to be a better speaker, you know. I lived most of the beginning of high school very nervous. I was a very shy boy, you know. But AP classes, you gotta do those presentations. Honestly, you do enough of them, you grow kind of bored. You're like, okay, back to the old grind, right? I just gotta talk in front of people. And me, I'm a very honest person. Alright? Somebody is like, oh, you got a presentation? I'm studying up on what I gotta do. I'm not gonna, you know, go in there with cards and read off the card like some sort of dipshit and be like, and start to tell myself, hey, so alright, I hate when you have to say a lot in presentations. My biggest pet peeves. Somebody, your partner goes in and they're like, can you get to the freaking presentation, okay? Oh my god. It bothers me a lot. I hate you. I got hit. Yeah, it bothers me a lot. People who do that, you know, I hold it against you a lot. I get you have anxiety, you have memory problems, but like, can you study before? Did you try, please? I respect you more if you told me that you tried your hardest to study. Alright? But when they go in there and they tell you, oh, it's gonna be easy. I don't even have to study. And then they go in there with a piece of paper, just like mouthing off random stuff. I just get pissed. Alright? That's all there is to it. But I'll go in and I won't use a single piece of paper. I'll go off the hide of my skin just saying stuff. Because that's just the type of person I am. Honestly. This is way worse. It's just how I am. It's my personality. It's just not for everyone. I just find it really unprofessional going in there with a piece of paper and reading off that instead of looking at your audience. But I also don't suffer from anxiety problems, I think. I think I might have before, but I've just gotten so accustomed to it. I really suck at this, by the way. Whoa, I got him. Let's go. That's a poggers hit. That right there was a great shot. Really good though. Search for the secret room. Did we find the rat room? Huzzah. Junk. Maybe let's see Sir Junkin this time. So Sir Junkin, if you're not aware, you destroy chests, you get junk. 5% chance, it's your knight. Your knight in shining armor. He gets upgraded every time you get junk. He's amazing. He makes chests worth destroying. Because at the end of it all, he will carry you on his junky back. And you'll feel good. He's a cute boy too. Forgot to mention him. Oh, and if you get golden junk, which we will never get, I will. The two things I can guarantee you: I'm not lucky enough to get gold junk, and I'm not lucky enough to get a rainbow chest. All right, those two things extremely rare. Apparently, I'm lucky enough to get Gunther, which I rarely ever see. And I got it twice in a week. Yay me! Oh, it's just a heart. Give me the junk knight. But yeah. So maybe I'm kind of lucky. I don't know. Count my stars, I might be lucky. I don't like this one. I can get to the. Oop! I can get to him. Bam. The junk knight is one of the better familiars, and so is the turtle. He's adorable. He is adorable. We found the rat room. Alright. Also, this weapon is way worse sounding than I expected before. And I remember it being. It's like bad. And then on the bright side, it's doing quite a number on these fools. On the downside, it is kinda loud. I won't make that sound again. But yes, this is a pretty okay run, honestly. I've never had the Shark Tank on before, like being completely honest. It's a pretty good item though. I like it. Check those rooms. Did we check this room? We did, right? Yeah. Shops left, and guess we're out after this. We're out. I should use more of my weapons. I've just been using the Shark Tank, the Judge, and the Sniper Rifle, which aren't bad weapons, but they're not spectacular weapons. I don't know. They're pretty good, honestly. I'm just trying to add some problems to the sitch. Okay, I'm trying to point out flaws in my gameplay, but as you've noticed, I'm quite flawless in this, which is why I always win. So don't worry about it. I'll never lose again. I will keep track of the streak. We're at 2 wins right now, so the more we get, the better. Right? Sorry, it's just checking my phone. I have to be diligent about emails and texts because I have a job in the makings, you know, yeah. So we'll get back to voices. Alright. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try some voices. I'm A-okay with doing my voices, but I think they kind of feed into a false stereotype, which, you know, some people might get peeved about. I might get peeved about in the future, but I even make fun of my own people, you know, Mexicans. Do you know what I'm saying? Ese or something like that, you know, something typical, okay? You know, it's very simple. It's me, Mario. Something like that. Of course, I'm really bad at the laugh. Okay, I can barely laugh myself. I'm a very heartless person. All right. Don't blame me if I can't do someone else's laugh. Even my own laugh sounds just like I'm being kind of a jerk, you know. I'm like I'm giving you like a half laughter, but that's kind of just how I laugh. So don't take it the wrong way if you'd ever meet me and I laugh like that, okay? And also, how do we run out of ammo for this shit though? Holy shit. That was quick. I used it for like one half room, or half floor, and it just ran out. What a surprise. Sharking it up. You know the whole deal. I suck at this part. You ate a rat. It's not what you're supposed to do. Well, you're supposed to eat a rat, but this rat. Did you listen to the first guy? Please? Please? Ow. Playing very poorly right now, okay. But I'm just so baffled that he would have eaten that rat. There was 3 rats, okay? 3 whole shots down the drain. Now this weapon's very strong. I'm not gonna get too pissy about it, but come on, you know. Come on, you gotta. Oh, what? You jerk. Come on, you gotta pick up the pace. Get yourself in there, boy. Alright, so one of the things I don't like about this game is that everybody here, every time I play this game, something bad happens with my guns. Okay, no, I'm not gonna be like, I win almost all the time, okay? I feel bad for everybody out there who loses, to be honest, in this game. For all you losers out there, don't worry. That's all a learning experience. And I don't mean that loser statement in a bad way. If you took it in a bad way, you know, leave it in the comments below, I guess. You know, if you find it that necessary to point that out. But I mean it in a good way. All you people who struggle with this game, don't worry. We all took time to learn. All us quote unquote great gamers at this. It's a learning process. So I'm trying to use the bomb because I have a bad tendency not to. So what else should we do? Russian accent? Is that something I want to go through with? Hey, pastrami, get on the double. Got to make a pizza. I'm trying, alright? Alright? Somebody told me to do voices, okay? Not sure that's what anyone wants. But I'll do it anyways, because I'm a sellout. I'm a shill for anyone who watches this. This time we're 3-starring every phase, I bet you. Bang. Sorry if I'm being a bit quiet. Gotta focus. Oh, see, this is why I focus. Okay, we can do it. We would have had it if I didn't try to hit the hook. Alright, well, we're 1-starring it. Look, life doesn't always go like you plan. Alright, this is one of those moments where I think I just let it go. I say I'm pretty good at the game, but you know what? This display right here, it's pretty disappointing. Didn't think I'd be this bad this time. Next time we'll 3-star, 100%. And you know what? This time we're not going all the way to the Lich just because it's a very long type of deal. And I don't want these videos to drag on too long. Some people, you know, they got things to do. Maybe it's not the most exciting thing. They don't wake up every morning, they're like, oh, new video, let's go. Let's go! But, you know, I lost. Oh. Definitely not going to Lich because I'm a disappointment to my family. Ay, Dios míos. Still got 3 keys though. I mean, yeah, that's a Dark Souls reference. We don't need blanks anymore. Like, we don't need to worry about blanks anymore, so I think we just take this. Honestly, one of my worst performances ever. Doesn't mean we're gonna lose. It just means that I'm really bad at the game now. My last video, I guess you really took it out of me. All that skill that I put into one single combat. I'm messing with you, by the way. I just got overconfident. Have you ever played Darkest Dungeon? You know, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, and this situation is no different. You know, I let it get to my head, and it backfired. Can't let that happen, okay? Ooh, we got the rat. Alright. Didn't matter. We're still rat boy. Rat boy.
Rat boy. My friend, this is my Ruski. Russian. I try my hardest to do Russian accent, okay? Okay. Some words can be very hard in this. Alright. Some words with that accent just don't come out. It sounds like coal. It feels like coal sifting down my throat and just stopping it midway through. Alright, if I ever do that accent, you have to give me some leeway. Because it's not the easiest. Definitely not pronunciation. That's why sometimes I ask people. I met a guy the other day. Came from Portugal. I asked him, was it difficult learning English? Because let's be honest, dude, English is one of the weird languages. People look at English and they're like, why do you have 3 different words for the same meaning or whatever? 3 different meanings for the same word. And you tell them, well, let's be honest, it's the English language. I can't explain it to you because it makes no sense to me either. And then other languages like Spanish and Chinese or Japanese or something, they're very straightforward. You know, there's a word that sounds like it has 2 different words in it. It's exactly what it is. It's just like, I don't know. I can't think of one right off the top of my head. But for some reason, it's just like that. It's just that English happens to be the one language more than one word has a meaning. And then you just gotta go with context. And that's the whole thing about experience on its own. So it's a grind. I don't know. I hope nobody struggles with like, I hope if you come to America, you don't struggle with English. I met quite a few people who came from foreign nations and, you know, they had to learn English. They've all seemed to gotten handle of it quite fast. Then again, I am in AP classes exclusively, so I don't want to toot my own horn, but maybe they just are quick learners. They might also have been taught when they're young. You know, as we all know, when you're young, you absorb information such as languages a lot faster. Just easier. Because once you're older, you're just like, I don't understand any of this. My brain's so used to X, Y, and Z that, you know, this is just one of the most ridiculous things you could be talking about. So if you couldn't tell, it's a 1 round. Not losing. So, what do we want to talk about? What's an exotic pet, you know? I thought about this a bit. You know, exotic pets, they're great and all. But aren't they also the greatest hassle of all? Wouldn't teaching like a tiger or a bear feel like the most, like, not only hassling, but money consuming things. They eat like literal dozens of food like a day. It's just like having to take care of that would be pretty crazy, right? I mean, I want to talk. Honestly, I want a bear. I want a live bear. It's one of my dreams. I want to get older. I want to have a bear like my best friend. Just there with me all the time. Big, fluffy, huggable. You know, hopefully loving. I do not want a bird though. My mother owns 6-ish birds plus. You know, if there's anything this experience has taught me, it's that birds are not something I'm made for. In fact, they're quite the opposite. So, if I ever find a girlfriend or a wife who loves birds, first thing I'm telling her, look, it's not the birds or me. Just know I won't take care of the birds. If I do it, it'll be out of pure spite. Because they're going to be like, I bet you can't take care of the birds because you hate them so much. I'm like, psh, I'll show you. And then I'll take care of them. But I'll hate it. I'm a really contradictory person, you know? Bleh. That's just how I think. Which is really funny. Because one of my previous relationships had their favorite pet was a bird they had saved. And you know what? That's a commendable thing, you know, taking in an animal. And the fact that they had the sack to take care of a bird, so to speak. I say that a lot. But honestly, it's just true. I would never want to take care of a bird on my own. If it weren't for the fact that my parents are here, my brother, you know, their love for birds, it eases the load off on me, because I don't have to give the emotional support to birds, okay? Now if it were a dog, or something I could interact with, that's different. Animals that are active are more along my line, but birds are exactly the opposite. They're lazy, they just want attention. They don't really have much to offer in my opinion, especially now when they don't even talk. I'm not even gonna start on my own bird, okay? Look. I don't hate on the birds, I just sort of neglect them, okay? And that's mostly out of dislike, but also out of I don't really want to have to give extra effort for something, some animal that I don't really care all that much about. It's really just that. So, how my life is. You got a problem? Meet me in the streets. We'll talk about it. Nah. Man, see, this is the worst thing about the cheese gun. Some enemies, they get cheesed, and never get into their second phase. I learned that trick earlier. It's really funny, because you're invincible when you go in the empty spaces with the cheese boots. Pretty interesting. I wish you could just walk. I thought I did it right, but the game spited me and told me no. So, I'm just wrong. I'm just wrong. I'm simply wrong, okay? This is my attempt at a Kermit voice, and I can't hear myself, so I'm just gonna have to put faith that it's okay. I'm not the only one. You ever wonder why they casted Yoda the way he did? Really obscure words, really awful voice, which I guess is just fitting because Jar Jar is annoying, so Yoda might as well be annoying. You can't be alone on the train. The annoying train has to have more than one person. Alright. Learn, you must. Train, you will. It's the only time I'm doing that, alright? Maybe. I do like messing around with that. Also, one of my favorite items. Also one of the items that causes me the most damage. KC. KC. We're getting back to this. KC is both the best and worst item in the game. Because it does a ton of damage, but it's melee. Oh well, I don't know. It also reflects bullets. Cool, right? Maybe I can cheese him up. Oh, this weapon's also a lot better than I ever gave it credit for. Homes in. It's pretty cool. Shoots fast, especially with the Litchi trigger finger. Ooh, ooh, extra fast, extra spicy. It's a pretty good weapon. It's got high ammo, high octane. Yeah, dude. If you've been here, okay. If you're not my friend, like my friends watch this, okay. They subscribe because they want to support me. I respect that. I also feel as if they should have no obligation to watch me just because I'm their friend. But if you're from another high school, because I went to this high school called it starts with it's pretty much friend in Spanish. I'll leave it at that. And I'm being completely honest, I thought it had some of the worst restrooms I've ever seen. Not in the sense that it's bad, it's just uncomfortable. Like, literally just uncomfortable. In the male restroom, they had no borders in between the you know, where you take a piss. So one of the issues I've always had in their restroom is that I don't want some guy sitting looking over and looking at my junk, okay? Because I'll be honest, I have zero confidence in my junk. Being straight up. I'm not that guy who goes around bragging about how big his junk is. This is gross. I'm also afraid, because you're a very progressive school, mind you, that some gay guy would, oh, I got nothing against gays, but I'm very particular about the people I like. So I'm worried that somebody who is gay and very open about it would, you know, look over, take a peek, and be eyeing me or something, alright? And I don't even mean it to insult people, okay? You're all into your own thing. But can you, like, keep it professional? Question mark? I guess it's high school. So I talked about, you know, shaming people who sit when they pee unless it's very serious. But I'm also kind of a hypocrite because in those restrooms I'd always go into the, you know, into the where you poop to just pee. Now mind you, I didn't regret it. I'd rather do that than, you know, go into the non-blocked peeing section, have some guys stare at me. Dude, it'd be even worse. I think no, actually here. Hot take. It'd be better if they stared me in the eyes, because then I knew they weren't looking down. That's my hot take, okay? Oh my god, dumb damage. Is that a weird thing? Do you think that's weird? Person out there on the internet. Say yay if it's weird, say nay if it's not weird. Because I believe that. I just thought about it, you know. If you're looking me in the eyes, I get to know more about you. Are you a no contact person? Because otherwise, I make eye contact with you, you'd look the other way. You'd be like, nah, this guy's trying to stare me down, I'll resign. But if you look down after that, after I look you dead in the eyes, you lose all respect for me. Oh, I didn't think I'd destroy it. Well then. Well, you know, lose all respect. You lose some of it, alright? I'll be like, the whole point of me looking you dead in the eyes, so you can look down. But you look down anyways. You here to make fun of me or something? You here to spite me? Huh? Jeez, come on. I'm trying to make a living over here. And you're just looking me dead in the eye. You're just avoiding eye contact. You're just scared or something. I'm not even that scared, alright? I'll be honest, I don't think I'm that scared. I've learned to appreciate my face a lot more. You know, contrary to what a lot of people do in my life. But I've learned to appreciate the little things here and there. I used to think my nose was the ugliest goddamn thing ever. Nah, I think it's only slightly worse than most people. I think my face has a nice proportion to it. And so it really makes me okay with it. Also, you jerk. You didn't tell me there's a room over here. Cursula! You beautiful lady. I don't know if I have a synergy for the cop. What are you, a cop or something? Here you go, buddy. The turtle! Isn't he adorable? Just look at him. He's got his little gun, and he's just waddling around. He's cute. I like him. I'll always take this item when I can. A few items I always take. There's boss weapons, because they're essential. There's this guy. Where are you, friend? He's like stuck off screen. Aww. That's sad. No, there he is. Look at him go. He may be slow, but look at him go. He's a boy in his truest form. The best boy. Honestly. Look, my language is just dumb. The way I talk, but I like it. It's just really hard to tell when I'm charged up. When you're in this form, because the laser isn't there. And then when you reload, the laser's gone. Yeah. So I was just waiting for the laser to come back, but it didn't. But yeah, if you're out there, if you're seeing this, please take it for granted. Or no, don't take it for granted. Take it to heart that you shouldn't be a jerk on the internet, because you gain nothing out of it. Like, completely, hopefully, honestly. You gain nothing by being a big old D-bag on the internet, okay? That? I don't even know what happened. All you gain is the pleasure of being temporarily maybe correct. And I say maybe, because everybody makes statements, and every statement has a counter argument to it, okay? So you may think you're right, and then you come back the next day and they're like, oh, you were wrong. And because of so-and-so. And then you've just wasted too much time on something that doesn't matter. Let's be honest. That's the real moral of the story today. Alright, kids? Be nice to each other. Treat others like you want to treat you. Sort of. There are circumstances for everything where you don't. So we're just going to end it off here. I'm not going to go to the lich this time. I think it is a bit long. And I haven't run out of anecdotes yet, but I don't want to waste all of them. So I'm just going to, save a few for next time. And see you later. Not yet, of course.
Aha! I'll see you later. Enter the gungeon. Bye.
Oh my god. Look. I might not keep the last part in. If I do, you get to suffer through my awful attempts at Mickey. It's really hard to do without being able to hear yourself. So I've let one of your earphone off. And I'm doing it.
Oh, aha! Mickey here. Additional level design by John Sturflord Malloy. Voiceover by Erica Hampson, Adam Drucker, and Ernest Hampson the fourth. Or sixth. Damn it. I'm a kid's show. I don't know for numeral. Ridvig Bansal, Norman Wren, Jerome Denley, Vincent Muriel. Emotional art by Max Grick. Logo by Corey Schmitz. Additional art by John Soprani.
We're done here. I read a few of those, just for fun.
Oh, thanks for playing. You got the past, but the gungeon remains.
Haha. It's probably the lich, but you know what? He gets to live this time. We're giving him a break, alright? Killing somebody every run doesn't feel nice all the time. Okay? Besides, speedrunners don't consider the lich in their speedrun, so I won't in my regular run sometimes. That's appropriate, right? Alright, see you later, you fellow.